What's the date today?
I believe it is June 28th, 2024.
And what was your father's full name?
Charles Vincent Dillon.
What was the address that he resided at when you lived with him as a child?
RD2, Box 337, Tyrone, PA 16602. Oh, we didn't have zip codes then, but that's what it is.
And so you didn't recall that through memory. You looked that up somewhere somehow. How did you come across that information recently?
Oh, recently from this piece of paper, but I always remembered it.
It was through research that you've done or documents that you had received. So what is that paper? What
is application for Social Security account number.
Okay, so it's a legal document that captured that address
Yes, but I always remembered the address
because it was once yours.
because it was once mine.
So when you lived there, who else resided in that household at that same time?
My daddy, Charlie Dillon, and his wife, Marie Estelle Campbell Dillon, my sister Honey, Margaretta Velda Adams, my sister Anne Claudette Adams, not really, and me, and then my daddy's wife. No, did I say my mother? My mother lived with my daddy and his wife. My mother, Helen Lucille King.
What about his parents?
My daddy's parents, my grandma, his mother lived with us. And her name was, they called her Annie, but her name was Anastasia Carroll.
Anastasia Carroll. Okay. So how you just listed many people that lived at your residence when you were living with your father. What was the size of the home?
Before I answer that question, before you cut, when I said my grandma's name was Anastasia Carroll, that is not Carol, C-A-R-O-L, as a name, as a child's name. It was C-A-R-R-O-L-L as a last name. That was a last name. Okay. Now, your
The
question.
size of what was the size of
It
the
was
home?
3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a living room, a dining room, a kitchen, and a porch, and then some other back room. It seemed like it
A
was
service
storage.
porch or something. maybe.
Something like that.
Were there other? So that was the house, the domicile that was on the property.
Correct.
Were there other structures on the property as well?
The barn and my daddy's workshop.
Okay. So they were the barn and the workshop were two separate.
Absolutely. And I forgot the outhouse.
Didn't he have a cabin as well?
Oh, that was in another city. Yes, he had a
Okay.
cabin.
So that,
And then he had the home that, you'll ask me that later, that in 812 South Kettle Street. He owned that house too.
okay. What were the names of his parents? Your father's. You told me his mother's name. What was his father's name? Your grandfather's name.
Patrick Joseph Dillon.
Patrick Joseph Dillon. Okay. And do you know their dates of his parents' dates of birth and their dates of death?
Not offhand, I have it.
But you would be able to get it because of your research that you do.
Correct.
Okay.
I have it on my Ancestry account.
I'm going to shift gears a little bit.
Go ahead.
What was the first car that you ever had that was your car?
Oh, a 1963 Mercury Comet.
How old were you when you had that? Or what year was that? would you
Okay,
say?
1963. I was out of high school in 61 at age 17. Okay, 61, 62, 63. Maybe I was 18 or 19.
So at 19 years old, what year was that when you were 19? That was 1963. You had a brand new car?
I had a brand new car.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. You must be related to your granddaughter. Never mind. So, what color was that car?
I think it was light blue.
All right. Was it automatic, manual transmission?
I think it was automatic.
Okay. What was your first job that you had?
Oh, I was in high school and at St. Anthony's High School, and I was maybe 15 or 16, and the girls' clothing store on Pine Avenue, downtown Long Beach, would always call St. Anthony's High School and say, send us 5 of your best girls or send us 10 of your best girls. And I'd get called to the office, oh, they need you over at the dress shop on Pine Avenue. And I would go there and take inventory when I was 15 or 16, something like that.
Okay. They paid you an hourly wage.
They paid me
for
by
doing
the
that.
hour.
And was that during school hours, or would it be out?
It was after school.
You go there. Okay. Speaking of school, so tell me a story about when you borrowed sheet music from a classmate.